ICE internal combustion engines where
Oh, you're pulling out the acronyms
Oh,
here.
Dustin's got the heat today.
where they're using gas powered cars still, because you don't have to have that range anxiety.
Have you guys been kind of hearing that the recent facts about headsets, kind of where the industry is going and kind of the landscape? I mean, especially since the pandemic, like things are rapidly moving, right? It just put the accelerator on as far as being able to kind of switch technology. So did you see some of those stats?
Yeah, I think people are re-seeing the value of headsets. In the past, before soft phones and all that, well, let me rewind. When Dad started the business, the whole thing was education.
Yeah.
Why would you use a headset? That was a big thing. People they weren't used to using headsets, and why would they use it? What's the value? What's the benefits, pros, cons, and all that? Then all the education was there. People were using desk phones. The market started to understand the value of headsets, so most companies knew the value of headsets. Some still didn't use them because they're not using it. They're not going to use them. They just won't wear them. Now, fast forward to current times, people that are now using soft phones and their mobile phones, they're all kinds of quality. Some people are using AirPods. Some people are using their laptop microphone. Some people are on speakerphone. So then they're starting to see the value again of having a headset that keeps everything private, keeps everything crystal clear on your conversations and meetings, phone calls, meetings, all of that. The second a company adopts headsets and they actually start to use them, how many times are people like, I'm never going back? At first, they're resistant, especially if they've never used a headset, or they're like, I don't like the ones that go over the head. There's so many different options today that you can choose from, a number of wearing styles. Once you use it for about 2 weeks and you get used to using it, it becomes your phone. You don't want to get rid of it ever. If they get rid of it, you get super angry. You know?
Yeah, even some people, they'll say, I don't work in a call center, for example. I don't work in a call center. Well, yeah, you might not work in a call center, but you're doing some video meetings, maybe you're having some phone calls, even if you're not a 8-hour a day phone user, just back to back to back support calls or something. You're still using the phone. You're still doing that on a periodic basis throughout the day. So having something that has a good mic quality, and that's something that I was reading about in the article, was it was in UC Today, I believe, and it was saying the number one issue that people have, or the number one thing about headsets that is of interest, I should say, is the mic quality. And that's exactly what we see on our videos. The response from everybody is, "Hey, let's do the mic test." You see the YouTube views, they'll skip ahead and then it spikes up at the mic test. Everybody loves the mic test. They see the blender and they want to see how much background noise it blocks out, and in different environments and everything. The microphone is critical. It doesn't matter if you're in a call center, customer support agent or something like that or not. Having a great quality microphone that sounds professional on your business calls is very important, even if you're just making a handful of calls a day. But that's
well worth it.
Yeah, would you
$200 for how long are you going to be in that job, or even other jobs? Move on to other jobs. I mean, most of the jobs that you're going to be in today, you're going to be using the phone.
Yeah.
And if you're not using the phone, then you don't need a headset.
Well, I would say maybe you do, because aren't you listening to the best podcast, the Headset Advisor Show, and you need to listen to it in full HD quality?
Oh, yeah. You are just...
all jokes aside, I'm just saying...
in for this.
I'm just
Loving
saying...
it.
Yes, of course. I'm just saying, like, you're probably listening to something of some kind, plus you're likely having meetings or phone calls of some kind.
Right.
It might not be a lot. That's fine.
Right.
You still want to have probably a better audio experience than your built-in speakers or your iPhone. You're doing speaker on your iPhone or your AirPods. I mean, they sound good for music and podcasts and all that, but the microphone quality is lacking.
No, sometimes I catch. So me and Cooper, as you guys know, work together a lot, and sometimes I catch him when he's not on a lot of phone calls. He'll unplug or turn off his headset, use his laptop speakers.
Yeah,
So he's listening to music as he's working, emailing on LinkedIn, all of that stuff. When a call comes in, instead of him switching over to the headset real quick, he just plays it through his laptop.
Oh my
Cooper,
gosh.
if you're watching this, I'm disappointed in you. But when he plays it, this is what I see him doing.
Oh, that's not.
What? Can you say that again, John?
Oh no.
Yeah, and then he goes back to his headset.
Now you just put Cooper on
Yeah,
blast.
good.
Live on
he
the
loves
show.
it, but that's okay.
Yeah,
but then he
so-
switches back to the headset, and then it's a good conversation.
Right. So in that scenario, that instead of having one headset for calls and a pair of headphones for listening to music or podcasts when doing, let's say, data entry or sending some repetitive emails or whatever, where it's nice to listen to something instead of doing this whole juggling act. You can have one great quality headset like the Tild Pro, for example, coming soon that we'll be giving away on September 10th. And it gives you that great sound quality. It gives you that great microphone quality. It allows you to listen and, hear great on those podcasts or music or whatever. But then as a call comes in, seamlessly transition over to that without fumbling or starting off the call like what you said in that way. In addition, if you've listened to AirPods, I have AirPods. They don't last that long. I go on a walk, maybe an hour and a half or something like that. They're about done by the time I get back. They're starting to beep.
That's a big issue.
You're working 8 hours a day. That's just not going to be enough. When you get one of these business grade headsets,
Like this one right here, 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
some
mean.
other ones, 30 hours, 40 hours, and things like that. So not only are you going to get the full day, you're going to get multiple days worth of use. So you don't have that. It's like the Teslas or these cars where people have range anxiety. Right, they're like,
there
oh,
is.
it only goes X amount of range. I've got range anxiety. Am I going to make it? Am I going to get to that? Where that's why people still like those ICE cars. A reason why people still like the ICE cars, ICE internal combustion engines, where
you're pulling out the acronyms here.
Dustin's got the heat today.
where they're using gas powered cars still because you don't have to have that range anxiety.
Yeah.
You just drop into a Chevron or whatever.
Even though you still do, it's just a false sense.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
But people have, it's a real thing. They have range anxiety. Oh my gosh, I'm only going to get 200 miles out of it.
I was going to, my wife and I were going to go do a road trip, rent a Tesla basically so I could experience it. But then I'm thinking like, okay, is there charging stations or what happens? So it is true.
Exactly. And so with, headsets, you can call it battery anxiety.
Definitely.
And so having AirPods an hour and a half, and then switching over and doing all this weird stuff. Whereas you could just get this headset that's going to give you basically unlimited.
Thanks for watching this segment of the Headset Advisor Show. I hope you found it valuable. If so, hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. But if you enjoyed that segment, I think you'll like this segment as well. Check it out there. Otherwise, check out the whole entire episode right there. Well, that's all. Thanks a lot for coming by. We'll see you next time.